Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nurul Aina Afrina Binti Muhammad Zamili, together with my teammates who are Ahmad Syamil bin Muhammad Basri and NURNISRINA Binti Muhammad AYOOB, will present to you some critical incidents obtained from a movie entitled Captain Marvel. Let's see the synopsis of this movie.
A race of noble warriors.
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Ahmad Syamil bin Muhammad Basri. I'm gonna talk about the synopsis of our movie. Our movie title is Captain Marvel, which is released on March 2019. This is an action, science fiction, and adventure movie by Marvel Studios. The film is directed by Anna Boden and Ryan Flack, and the star is Brie Larson as Carol Danvers or Veers or as Captain Marvel, and Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury and Ben Mendelsohn as Talos. Set it was in 1990s, where Marvel Studios as Captain Marvel is an all-new adventure for a previously unseen. This is the journey of Carol Danvers as she becomes one of the universe's most powerful heroes. While a galactic war between two alien races reach Earth, Danvers finds herself a small cadet of alliance at the center of the maelstrom. Although it is an action movie, but there are some scenes about workplace that can be critical on, because this movie has about some military workplace, communication between teammate and crew, discussion and decision making, and some other scene that can be related to the workplace situation.
I'm gonna end it.
This can't be good.
Must be another scroll attack.
Whatever it is big.
Has the scroll ever simmed you?
Once. It was deeply disturbing.
Why?
Because I stared into the face of my mortal enemy, and the face staring back was my own.
Maybe if you were more attractive, then it would be less disturbing.
You think you're funny, but I'm not laughing.
You never laugh.
I laugh on the inside. I'm not doing that now.
It's funny because objectively speaking, you are quite handsome.
Well, thank you.
Based on this scene, we were able to detect the workplace issue, which is a face shaming. The female lead, which is Veers, started to annoy one of her teammates, Korath the Pursuer, right after he shared his experience in facing scroll attacks. Veers gave a remarkable comment, complying insultation on his looking by saying, "Maybe you were more attractive, then it will be less disturbing." The other teammates end up joining the provocation as they get influenced by Veers. Her action in face-shaming her colleagues revealed that Veers is an unprofessional worker who enjoys joke around without respecting others' feelings, and it is known as a rude action. This is very incompetent behaviors and needed to be avoided as much as we can in the future workplace. Face shaming is the practice of making critical and potentially humiliating comments about a person's face and making them feel offended. And yes, it does happen in the professional setting. The result from this situation is Veers will make him suffer from embarrassment and feel humiliated as the other colleagues start to provoke him too. The conversation did not stop there, but continued by other colleagues even after Korath already replying to Veers by saying, "You think you are funny, but I am not laughing." Obviously, Korath did not enjoy the conversation, but they keep on picking on him. This is a very bad influence which will affect the teamwork. At this point, Veers should have apologized to Korath for face-shaming him, or in other words, humiliating him in front of other co-workers. Working as a team requires a lot of understanding among each other. By asking for forgiveness, it will avoid further grudge and miscommunication in the future. Eventually, it will boost your working performance and productivity as a team.
Must be another scroll attack.
Whatever it is big.
Has the scroll ever simmed you?
Once. It was deeply disturbing.
Why?
Because I stared into the face of my mortal enemy, and the face staring back was my own.
Maybe if you were more attractive, then it would be less disturbing.
You think you're funny, but I'm not laughing.
You never laugh.
I laugh on the inside. I'm not doing it now.
It's funny because objectively speaking, you are quite handsome.
Well, thank you.
Listen up, team. Knock it off. Right. Prepare for a search and
Another
rescue
workplace ethics that we are going to touch on today is a good judgment. Yonrock, a commander in the Korean Noble Warriors Heroes, stops the unethical conversations from his teammates started by Veers as soon as he enters the ship. Yonrock said, "Listen up, team, knock it off," while his index finger is pointing to Veers as a signal to stop joking and stay focused as they are going to have a serious mission ahead. Here, Yonrock displays that he has a good judgment as a leader, as he knew that Veers is the one who started the pointless chatting, and that is why he is directly pointed to Veers even he mentions as a team. The reason on his action is he trying to stop the improper chatting among his teammates and prevent it from becoming more serious. A leader's most important key role in any organization is they can making a good judgment, whereby they are well informed in making wise decisions that produce a desired outcomes. This proven as Yonrock is a sensible leader who knew the personality of their team members and end up making the right decision to end the conversation, preventing them from involving into worthless argument. The fierce and strict attitude portrayed by the commander makes the other employees to respect and get themselves together to hear the instruction better in the briefing session. This is also shown that Yonrock is a good leader. However, instead of letting go that matter, it will be better if Yonrock as a leader asks Veers to have a formal talk privately on his mischievous behavior on the other team members. This is because a good assistance from the leader will eventually prevent their employees repeating the same slip-up in the future.
Well, thank you.
Listen up, team. Knock it off. Right. Prepare for a search and rescue of our spy, Solar. The Skrulls have invaded yet another border planet, this time Torfa.
Solar sent us a warning the signal was intercepted, and his cover's blown.
The Skrull General Talos has sent kill units to find him.
Should they reach him before we do, the intelligence he's acquired over 3 years is as good as theirs.
The accusers will bomb a Skrull stronghold here in the south.
We slip in, we locate Solar, and we get out, leaving them none the wiser. The Torfan populace, we are not to interfere with them nor them with us. Nothing compromises the security of our mission.
Proceed with caution.
Follow protocol before extracting him. This is a dangerous mission. We must all be ready to join the collective, if that is our fate today.
For the good of all Kree!
After stopping the pointless conversation from his teammates, Yonrock starts right away the briefing session. He did the briefing session of the mission with clear explanation on how to conduct and who are their target. While he is explaining, the other team members are paying full attention and remain silent along the moment. To end the briefing, the commander shout out their slogans, "For the good to all Kree," to spirit up their teammates. This scene shows that every person depicts a good etiquette during the briefing session. Other team members are showing respect to their leaders by keeping silence when he is speaking. Besides, the leader also demonstrating a proper communication as he provides clear information and instruction of the mission. He is also reminding his teammates to take extra caution during the mission, which is shown that he is care on safety of his team members. In terms of appropriateness of language, yes, the leader Yeonrok speaks with formality and seriousness. In a professional setting, possessing a good etiquette is vital. A leader must have a responsibility to set the tone for the work culture and relationship they influence. In fact, adequate competence can help leaders gain more respect and credibility among peers and subordinates alike. Yet, offering attention and not interrupting when someone is talking signals that they are engaging with good manners in a workplace. As the given instruction and information are presented with clarity by Yeonrok, there would be no misinterpretation among the teammates. They should be proceed the mission with ease and the task will be successful. Also, to wrap up the briefing, the leaders shout out their slogans for the good to all three, where ultimately boost their confidence and be more enthusiastic. Nevertheless, it would be more preferable if the leader can ask his team members if they have any question about the mission. With so, the other colleagues can settle their confusion if they have any. In essence, asking for opinions from others signify the effectiveness of communications in the workplace.
Based on this video excerpt, we can see that the Air Force trainees were insulting and mocking the main character as she was weak and didn't manage to complete the training. This situation can be considered as bad lateral communication among the Air Force trainees. As the effect, those insults could make the main characters feel down and demotivated to become an Air Force. Supposedly, in a peer group like this, they should support each other to maintain the spirit to become an Air Force. This is because lateral communication is the most effective communication as it can influence people around us.
Ronan.
The accusers completed their operation, but the greater mission was a failure thanks to your team.
It was a trap to lure our operative Veers to Torfa and kidnap her.
Give us their location. We'll take care of the terrorist threat.
By bombing them out of the galaxy. No. We'll handle
A
this.
cell of scrolls anywhere is a threat to Kree everywhere. Where are they?
They are
Lost. They are lost for now. But we will find them.
Do so, or we will.
Maintain the course for C-53.
Next, based on this scene, we can see the deception in formal communication between the leaders. Commander Yeonrok lied to Ronan about Veers or Carol's current location. The lies gave bad impression to Ronan. As the effect, the lies complicate the investigation in solving the mission. And after the situation became worse, Yeonrok cannot handle this situation and she called Ronan to give him help to capture Carol. Therefore, as a worker, we're supposed to be honest in delivering information either to the higher designation or among the workers because it is our responsibility and ethical aspects that must be applied in employment.
Glad to have you back, sir. This came for you. So is it true that the Kree burned your eye out because you refused to give them the Tesseract?
I will neither confirm nor deny the facts of that story.
Understood. I'm sorry to report that we still haven't found the Tesseract.
I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere.
From this video excerpt, we can see a good attitude from a worker to his boss. When Agent Coulson said, "Glad to have you back, sir," that means He expressed his happy feelings toward his boss because his boss was survived from a dangerous mission. That shows that Agent Coulson really concerned about his boss. Other than that, Agent Coulson also said that I am sorry to report that they haven't found the Tesseract yet. The scene shows that he used proper formal communication, which is upward communication, when he wants to give a bad news to his boss. As the effect, this behavior can comfort his boss and also strengthen their relationship. In a real life, we're supposed to always show good mood in the workplace and concern about people around us. This is to make people feel comfortable to work with us and also can strengthen the bonds either between the leaders and the workers.
Aren't even looking.
Get some rest, sir. We got a big decision to make.
Oh, hold up. You look like somebody's disaffected niece. Put that on.
What is it?
It's the SHIELD logo.
Does announcing your identity on clothing help with the covert part of your job?
Said the space soldier who was wearing a rubber suit. Lose the flannel.
How can I help you?
We're agents of SHIELD.
We're looking for a woman named Lawson.
A doctor, Wendy Lawson.
Do you know her?
From that video excerpt, I can list down 3 critical incidents. The first one is the negative aspect of critical incident. This is from that video excerpt, we see that Viers, the main actress, is not wearing a proper attire in that place. As you can see, in workplace situation, the workers need to wear a proper attire because this is describe their identity, whether they are the leader or they are the workers or they are the doctor or they are the nurse. Through this, they can have access to a certain place in their workplace. Okay, as example, a surgical doctor, they need to wear a surgical suit, so he can gain access to surgical room. If he not wearing a proper surgical suit, he cannot access on that room. So in this video, we can see that the verse need to wear a hat of a SHIELD logo, which is mean that her identity is also as an agent, and she have gained the access to that place. The second point is the positive aspect of critical incident. Alright, as you can see from the video excerpt, the Fury actually helping Veers by giving her a proper attire. In workplace condition, among the working members, they need to help each other need to help each other, and by doing that, it is important for them to gain the good relationship and have a good cooperation among the college. So, if they do not help each other, it will be a disaster in the workplace environment. They might have hit their job, and it will lose for their job. Okay, so as example, when some of your working members is doing a approval letter need to send to the boss, so you find it he have made a mistake, so you need to help him, so it will make easier for boss to approve and the approval letter have no mistake. This video, we can see that Fury helped her by giving a cap of Shield logo, which he grant her to gain access in the place and tell her to put away the forbidden item so she don't get punished by the authority. The third point is a positive aspect of critical incident. From the video excerpt, we can see that Fury and Verse ask a simple, clear, and concise question. In workplace situation, everyone need to have a clear and a good communication among the working members and also among their leaders. This is because it gives a direct message and information for everyone to understand it clearly. And by doing this, they have a good understanding and know exactly the idea of what that person is talking about. As example, during meeting, when you ask a question, you need to ask a concise, simple, and a clear question. So they can the other member in meeting can understand what you are asking about and have a good understanding about the outcome, about the idea of your question. So they have not have a misunderstanding and have a mistake in that meeting report. So as you can see from this video, Verse and Fury as a simple and concise question. So is make the authority understand on what their purpose to be in that place, and they have so that they can. The result is they have access to that place, and it's good for them. In conclusion, from what I have learned from these three critical incidents, the first one is for us to have to wearing a proper clothing during our work doing in workplace. We also need to help each other among working members and also to have a simple and clear conversation, whether asking a question or giving an opinion to the other member and to during the meeting. So by following these three, we have a better disciplined person and have a good performance during in future working employment.
To summarize, we have learned a great lesson on professional interaction in workplace from this video excerpt of this movie. Based on previous lesson, we were able to point out the professional and unprofessional behaviors in the workplace. This video highlighted the importance and recommended ways to improve the workplace ethics. For instance, lateral communications, good manners among the employees and superiors, deception in the formal communications, and also personality and attire in the professional setting. We gladly to emphasize that all of these aspects are very important, as it will not only making the communication become more effective, but also influence our relationships and appearance with others when we interacting professionally. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.